Hello folks, in the previous episode we were playing with an Ifrit animist, which wasn't very good combination, considering that the Ifrit at that point had zero mastery and we were playing in normal. But today we will be playing with an Ifrit witch, which both of them now have a decent amount of mastery, and as such will give us access to more interesting cards as we move ahead. And I will be playing like so. Just normal. We'll get our first perk, the Witchcraft Traditions, which will give us this Unclad skill. And this skill is particularly powerful because it injects multi-class into the card you will play next, so you can use it to create 2 effigies of pain, 2 astral missiles, 2 jinxes. The possibilities are literally endless. But I will be removing the jinxes and the astral, the channel ether cards. Okay, so let's see. Let's start with materializing our familiar. If he's materialized, you can then use the Empower and the Gather Components commands next time this card will appear, and this is not a summon card, so you can drag it to the summon zone. This is after images the cat familiar, so you have to use it like so. Let's continue. Get the insight. Now I will use the effigy of the Novice Necromancer. Add the intense synergy here. That's a bit of an overkill. I'll use the effigy again. Let's check what we will get here. The Elixir of Wisdom and the Healing Ointment. And Elida Stray added to our deck. I will move out the Healing Ointment, but trigger a shuffle to get useless cards right away. Okay, so let's now play Unclad. This gives us multicast to the next card we play, and we can use it on our Athame. We can use it on the Overheat, we can use it in anything, and this card will get casted twice, like so. Again, Unclad and the Fire. One got bewitched, we will leave him alone and focus on the Drunken Brawler. Right click in our animal companion command familiar card inherited this intense damage synergy. That's why the Dragon Thang got killed. And I will be getting the Gather Components card. Now you can use your Gather Component cards here. I press text to close the event. And I will be getting this Marubium Vulgare. Let's use the effigy and the Athame. And let's hope we can actually level up before the boss, even though that won't happen. Both are bewitched. Actually, I will leave him here. Maybe one of these guys will finish him for us. Nope. Pure heal. Shield. But actually at this point I want reinforcements to arrive so we can level up before we go to the boss. So I'm trying not to kill him really hard.
Oh no! Level up.
And I will increase my charisma when I get the next level point, but I will be going to my perks and adding the chant into my repertoire of skills. And trigger a treasure map. Get the alchemist bomb and also get the elixir. Now I'll move them both out and do a deck reconstruction. And clouds and rituals are in, absolutely. Effigies, astral missiles, fire arrow, Yora, and continue. Nice. And let's start. Lana is very dangerous because of the counter attack, but her pattern is that she will first war cry and then counter attack trigger first Warcry then counter attack unless it's below her half hit points. So our play here is to try to bring her below her half hit points. She has resistance to physical elements, so fire will affect her the most, and he's bewitched. Still, she's above her half, but we know that she will be war crying in her first.
Level up.
Okay, and now we can also finish them both off. And continue. Let's start. I will use the So for the ritual, it creates a fleeting chant. Fleeting means that when you click and turn, all the fleeting cards that are named chant from your hand and deck will disappear. So this means that if you have a better synergy to apply, by all means apply it. You don't have to play chant right after ritual. I don't have a better synergy to apply at this point, so I'll just multicast it. Put this guy in the back to these three targets, and now use Unclad to also multicast my Athame. Fire Aura deals 3 to 6, so it might actually kill him, but let's make sure that it does. And I haven't activated the verbose mode. Should be more helpful. That's a plus in the numerical keypad, so you can better understand what's going on behind the scenes. And continue. Continue. Let's use Unclad on our Athame. And that's a great card to multicast because of the astral damage bonus you will be getting from the times that your astral damage gets this +3 and another +3 and another +2 if the next card is astral, but it doesn't have to be astral, it can be fire, and that will give you a bonus in your fire damage as well. And I will just finish off the Murkith. I didn't particularly care if this spider will kill damage itself or kill this one, or he will heal, as long as I don't get the damage. The dog is a good ally to have, So let's be kind to him. We can also look around for the poison plant because we are witch and we know our herbs. And add this Amanita perfoliatum into our deck. I will get the silver bomb and the alchemist bomb. Move them out. So let's start with our Athame. Multicast the chant. So Fioriora can kill him or not, but I won't be wasting my cards on him. And continue. Let's get the teeth medallion and the heavy axe. And I will equip the teeth medallion. That will be activating each time I end my turn and trigger, giving me damage synergy and retribution synergy. Now be careful if you have something echoing, it will get injected here, and that might be a good or a bad thing. Okay, so we can use Unclad and multicast my Athame. Now use Ritual, and your chant will deal 7 to 14 damage because of this nice +8 astral bonus. Let's continue. Use Unclad, multicast your Athame, and continue. So now you understand why both Unclad and Ritual have to be taken through perks, because these cards are really awesome, at least in my opinion. And they will help you create many unexpected combos.
Level up.
We got a level up. Let's finish the skeleton and increase our charisma to 18. We'll also be getting, while doing a deck reconstruction, I will get Hermetic Studies, because this will unlock Hermetic Studies 2, and even the most interesting among the Hermetic Studies 3, which increases our synergy multicast by 1. That's the only way you can increase the synergy multicast, as it won't get upgrade or improve otherwise. Even if I get to inject it, for example, in this higher level card, Bewitch, becomes 2, it gets this card level upgrade, but multicast always stay the same, unless a perk improves it. Okay, so Earth. Let's multicast our Athame and also do ritual chant. And let Orpheus die from the fiery aura. Should be enough. But no, it wasn't. Okay, we're not particularly scared of him, so let's continue. And you might feel like, okay, things are rolling better with this combination before because the witch is a better class than the animist. No, the witch is not a better class than the animist. This combination is better because the cards work better together. And you will find that not all race and class combinations work equally well. They are not meant to be working equally well. They're meant to be different and give you different options and different things to try and to experiment with. Let's do a deck over Howl and remove all cards so that we can get 3 Desert Nomads, 3 Quicksands, 3 Unclad, 3 Rituals. I will leave out the Command Familiar cards. I'll also get 3 Astral Guardians and 3 Fire Arrows. From my stash, I will not add anything, just continue. So Astral Guardian, Secondary Intense 8 plus 4, and 4 she already does.
Looks like you could use another blade.
Let's evolve him into the Desert Assassin.
You are no match for me.
The skeleton is indeed not much for him because we will be playing the Silent Death, Reaction, Get Concealment, and Synergy Venom, Synergy Sneak Attack, which can in most cases one-shot many things. Let's study the Grimoire. Heartbreak. Singlet on target enemy. If your grace is higher or equal to 12, that's lots of grace to gather. Action gets intense 10. That's good effect. If target enemy has +3 bewitched counters, action gets destroy a Lozard 12. So if the enemy has 3 bewitched counter, we get to destroy them if they are a Lozard with a power of 12 or less. And Ignite is also a very good card to have. I'll get the Heartbreak though. Let's right click, get the Silent Death card, play my Atham. Him. I can also attack with my cat, so force her to do something defensive. And I can end it. Censer Candles is a good card, but we don't have any witches yet, and Moonstone is a universally better card. I will get the inside. Okay, let's
Looks like you could use another blade.
combat school him, get the Desert Assassin.
You are no match for me.
Now the thing is that we can't benefit by multicasting the silent death synergies, because this would need to have a damage source in order to benefit from the sneak attack. So I can do silent death and chant 3 sneak attacks here. Not to mention that the first sneak attack would break the concealment, so next attacks wouldn't be sneak attacks. But we can off one of them easily. And I will be playing also an Astral Guardian. And unfortunately I don't have enough mana to use the chant card. But we can finish one more, and that's always a good thing. Kill one more. Continue. Now, before entering the town, let's see if we have anything valuable to sell in our stash. We don't, so let's enter the town. I will sell the axe. I will keep these, you never know when you will need them. Let's check here, the most interesting of the sections, in my opinion. We don't have enough farthings. Let's do one more refresh. We need to be careful because if the time goes to evening, stores will close and end up leaving the town empty-handed. We have 330. So I will buy some bombs. The stores are closed. I will leave town. I will first minimize the town UI and remove this elixir and remove this bomb from my deck. And continue. Let's pick
Looks
it.
like you could use another blade.
Combat school him into the Desert Assassin, and you might wonder why I don't take the Desert Warrior. Because the Desert Warrior could benefit from higher slashing damage, and it deals 4 to 8 to 2 random enemies. It has Fury. It's also useful, especially since you can add synergies to this card and they will get to trigger twice. Okay, but Desert Assassin
You are no match for
I
me.
prefer because he can take out a threat of the table right away. In most cases, at least. Let's use the quicksand here. And also to right click here. Again, I miscalculated the action points I'll be left with. When you multicast a card that has choose one, you only get to choose once. But the other effects, you are getting them multiple times, like everything. And let's actually finish off both of them. I will add the ceremonial cloak to deck. It's an unclad generator, very useful. And I don't have any piercing cards in my hand, and there are no Elozars in the battlefield, so let's discard these two and do an unclad Atham. Take the skeleton out. Bring the Astral Guardian. Is this one, and he will die from the quicksand. I won't use this card on me right now because I will be getting damaged from the Teeth Medallion, so I will unequip Teeth Medallion. In fact, I will equip for this turn only this Sunstone token. Continue to the next turn. Open the chest, get the Book of Shadows, get the Tarot card deck, and use this card right now. Get my XP. I healed 2 action points, and I can now actually change the accessory back to the Teeth Medallion. I will also use this card as my offhand. And let's see what the boss has to say. It's Roroki. Roroki is a lesser demon. and he is resistant to astral, he's more resistant to fire. We can assume that he is quite weak to silver. Let's use shadows. Get the channel ether. Play the ritual. No, actually I will use my thumb first. And then use the ritual. So okay, so let's see how many. We have 2 silver bombs. We can spare one.
Level up.
We can actually discard this. And use this to increase our defense. Also draw 2 cards. Why not keep up the offense with another ritual chant? Okay, and moving on, we also gained a level. There is a mirror on the wall. There is Prince Charming. And we can now remove the elixir. And re-equip. No, I already have equipped the teeth medallion. Continue. So we're on stage 4. Let's use Unglad. Multicast the fire arrow. Benefit from the high astral bonus. I can use it on me. Neither of them is a Losar. It will say race Losar human, it will say race Losar Volnir, and so on. But they are susceptible to bewitch, from what I can understand. And right clicking this multicast also can bewitch them. Choose card. I will use a Scourge here. This broke the bewitch counters of this one, because we get to chain damage him. I was hoping this won't happen, but it's okay. So when we draw a quicksand, we get to use a lead astray, which got this crit synergy. The crit synergy added to the teeth medallion, and the teeth medallion damaged the Serpent Folk Spearman. will add the Coven Fury to my deck. Let's use Cloud, Heartbreak. Get the effigy.
Looks like you could use another blade.
Now, unfortunately, Unclad inherited some offensive synergies, and as such, by using right click here, got attached into the optimal target, which was an enemy, and as such, it will now dissipate. Won't give us any more Unclads, but it's okay. Let's see what we can find here. What to deck. Inventory. We can get a Seduce card. And I will also use Combat Schooling card to bring in the. Let's bring in the Desert Assassin.
Let's see how they handle my blade.
And his reaction card will deal 4 to 8 slashing damage to a random enemy. So it can be this one and break our Bewitched. Yes, of course it would be this one. It's like Murphy's. So the problem is that you can't get to synergize anything into this card because it's a reaction. But you get to deal 4 to 8 damage twice now to this enemy, almost breaking his shield, and I can use the Effigy of Pain, break it farther. Not enough to finish her off, so she will shield up again.
Oh no!
Looks like you could use another blade.
And I will combat school him into the Desert Assassin this time.
You are no match for me.
I can't use his ability, but I can always attack like so. And the key trick with shield is to bring it down low enough, but don't break it before you can actually kill this enemy. will use my thumb here actually.
Looks like you could use another blade.
And just attack here. She won't be able to heal, yes she will shield, but it was too good opportunity to skip, and I can always do this. And this and the venom will do the rest. Okay, so continuing. Let's school him into... I can also right click since it's the only ally I have. If there was more allies, it would automatically target the first one, my right click, so you would have to rearrange them or manually drag like you are usually doing.
No match for me.
And these here are vampires, so they take more piercing, less astral, less dark. Okay, still our sneak attack should be enough to kill this one, or intense. Continue. Illusory copy fails. Desecrate is really troublesome because it will start killing away our allies as well. So let's finish it off. And move on. I won't enter here, I will continue.
Farfetesba, Rishtonare Ganjan.
I can get to amplify my chant 3 times. I will also get to draw 4 cards with my upgraded thumb. I will use the Coven Fury. I will use here first Elizabeth or Ciara.
Feel my power.
So I will first use Sacrifice on this skeleton here. This will damage me, and I will use actually I will just attack like so. Let's remove the elixir from the deck. Also discard it. Multicast Astral Guardians. Let's try the Prince Charming. Now his synergy of poison, what it does, it deals a fixed amount of damage and also reduces weakens an enemy if the card can affect them. And we can try to weaken someone here. He now deals 1 damage. And also attack this one, didn't work. Okay. I will discard this card, I don't see using it anytime soon. Get the ceremonial hat.
Looks like you could use another blade.
The desert nomad. Sweets. Problem is that we are running out of actions.
You are no match for me.
Okay, so I will be using the healing ointment for one, and the other one is this. And continue. The Dusty Grimoire. Actually, if I use this now on myself, it will harm me, so use it here. Let's take this.
Farfetezba, Rishtonare Ganjan.
Empowered makes all your actions much stronger. And actually I quite like the Prince Charming.
Looks like you could use another blade.
his poison can help with reducing
You are no match
enemies'
for me.
power. Of course, it's not like the desert nomad. Let's use this. Get a ceremonial hat. Okay, so this one will attack this one, or himself, of course. But as long as the enemy doesn't attack us, it's perfect.
Oh no!
Now if I keep procrastinating here, reinforcements will arrive and that might end up being not as optimal as I would have hoped. And the boss is Tomal, a blade master, and I don't think, unfortunately, he doesn't have any particular weaknesses. He's level 9, can't really hope to bewitch him. Okay, let's use our silent death. That's a nice sneak attack. So I don't think he will prove much of a trouble.
Kanjines Degash, Kistot Kanjat Dovar. Farfetesba, Kanjines Donare, Kistot Kanjat Dovar.
And I will let him heal.
Farfetesba, Rish Donare Ganjan.
Okay, and continue. We are in stage 5. And we have unspent perks from what I can see here. I will get the effigies and hexes for this particular run. And let's see. I don't have enough bewitch to take particular advantage of the handbrake card, so let's remove those two. Let's continue. Okay, let's go Unclad Book of Shadows. Let's go abundance. We'll move him back here.
Garston Conchenten, Consien Carjet.
And let's do Unclad Channel Ether. The channel ether, like so here.
Level up.
We got a level and we can continue pressing on and also finish this one. Put him up in the front, maybe he will take care of our little problem, and now I can't take benefit of the Coven Fury, I will let it unravel. Let's use Unclad. Play the Book of Shadows in the Coven Initiate. Then back. Let's do Unclad. Now if you are wondering how I'm one-shooting these things, is because I have built up an astral damage of 16. It all started when we multicasted the Book of Shadows right here, which has an amplifier of +4, and then we kept building it up using the channel ether cards and multicasting those cards to boost our astral damage. He's no danger to us, he will attack himself. You could just stand and watch. Build up enough damage and one-shoot him. I think I will bring in one of the nomads. These
Looks like you
witches
could
will
use
go
another blade.
away anyway. Combat school him into the desert assassin.
You are no match for me.
And let's see. 38 damage, that's good. Let's check. Choose one random card, or random card, or random card. Synergy. Focus. It only costs 2 action points, so yes, I will be adding it to my deck. And this artifact to my inventory.
I shall fight for you with my spells.
Let's upgrade here. and her ability requires teamwork, so we can't benefit from that. The quicksand will kill this one, so let's just create her ability, right? We can put him front, unclad, and multicast. Only one can be played. Let's do a teamwork, and right click, do this, and this. Just I won't be entering in the nodes today, just move on. I will check if I have any stash items to sell. I don't. No commodities. We can sell this axe. Tempting to sell it, but just keep it for now. So we can get this moonstone rod. It has synergy bewitch. It's an offhand. Or this. We can also get this cockatrice claw. Quality pumpkin. Actually, what I want to do is to buy a few bombs. It's almost sunset. I will rent a new room and keep going. Unfortunately, we can't afford the Ifrit skull, but we can get some more bombs. And a fortune teller. Her special is a very good one. You get 2 future sight, get defend, draw a card, and your next action cost less. This ability will this part will get worse, but the other parts will get better as this card levels up. And I'm really happy with my bomb stash, actually. We have plenty to work with if necessary. Even though we have a witch, is not a real problem. Let's start with Clad Books.
Farfetesva, Rishtonare Kanjan, Kanjanestegash, Kistot Kanikazetova.
And that was thanks to the amplifier we built. Can create very deadly combos, and that's our astral clones. We can use them to consistent, and then use Unclad to
Looks like you could
multicast
use another blade.
to desert nomads. Combat school. Let's get the desert
You are no
assassin.
match for me. You are no match for me.
And this one will echo and create another clone, but we can only have 3 allies. So the first one will get destroyed. Then I can also destroy this one. So I'll move this first to be on the safe side. Wrong right click. Let's get this one to continue.
Kanjanestegash, Kistot Kanikazetova.
So this zombie horde will now multiply to minus 2 level, 2 minus 2 level zombie hordes, so to level 3 zombie hordes. But let's play 2 mirrors in the wall. Silent here. Multiplied. Their first move is to flank you, so you get a chance to kill them in the next move you get to do. And that's what we will be doing. Let's build up our astral damage. And now ritual
Farfetesva,
sound
Rishtonare Kanjan,
24 damage to each one. We'll continue here as well. With so many unclads, I'm not particularly worried. Should I be? She has a decent astral resistance, but fire, not so much. And these guys here, can they be bewitched? They can, so let's try to bewitch them. Circle of power, perfect. This will empower us. We may even be able to bewitch Frost with such empower. Our potential is 13 now, and her level is 11. So that will be fun.
I shall fight for you with my spells.
It didn't particularly work.
Me kandara kestoshta, kesmedenjin.
She has potential 9.
They will feel my fury.
That's what she That was her last synergy. We can bring in Ciara as well.
Feel my power.
Let's and use sacrifice here.
Looks like you could use another blade.
Let's bring in the nomad.
You are no match for me.
Looks like you could use another blade.
You are no match for me.
Oh no!
Let's play Book of Shadows. Add envy synergy into our fire arrow. That was 40 fire damage to Frost. And let's fetch an elixir of adrenaline. We are already having some healing supplies here, like the healing ointment. But I don't want to fetch the tired deck.
Farfetezba, Rinjinestonara Ganjan, Kistoch Kanikaza Dovar.
Okay, that was really close. And we have the frostbite as well. So we have healing ointment and a moonstone charm. But why we didn't? It's not a trinket. I guess we had more than 4. Let's see. What can these girls do here? Ice bright over here. So with this multicast active, I will use the moonstone to me, and since there are no enemies it won't do anything. Okay, great. Let's hope we level up soon.
Our meeting was no coincidence. Farfetezba, Rishtonarekanjan, Kistoch Kanyata Dobar. Our meeting was no coincidence.
Okay, so he should die from the venom. I can prepare
Looks like you
the
could use another
battlefield
blade.
a bit and get his combat schooling. We leveled up, we are out of the pit, and we have pyrohelix. We have flame blade, slow demise. And, simulacrum. So quite a few new choices. Let's see what we can get from perks, and we can get harvest rituals. Each time you would craft a quality pumpkin or an unmade scarecrow, you craft 1 more. Binding rituals. Your bewitch and weaken effects increase. Coven traditions, you gain access to skills. Coven initiate and moon dance. And of course hermetic studies 2 and hermetic studies 3. So hermetic studies 3 increases our multicast synergy, and whenever we reduce the action point cost of an action, we reduce it by an additional -1. Okay. Let's summon our
You're
desert
no match for me.
assassin and continue. Let's actually... that didn't finish here off. Let's bring one more...
Looks like you could use another
blade.
blade.
At this point it was better not to get the damage filter of youth. That's a consumable, which means we can fetch it anytime we need to. And Drain Youth is a very good card to have. So is Mouse Rapis. And get the Drain Youth. It will work only on living Drain and will be replenishing hits. So now your clad has a multicast of 3. They are already all bewitched and will use Arathame in each one of them for an insane amount of damage. Ring of 3 Wishes and Trinket also gets into our deck. And move out the Amber and the Censer Candles since let's do the Inquisition quest. I'm going to claim an Acrobat Thief.
Relax, I'm just gonna borrow it. Permanently.
Multicast another man. Okay, so we cleared the table, and what's left now is to claim our reward and add this Acrobat Thief to our deck. I'll multicast my Athame. Shadows get astral missiles that can kill 2 enemies, and in fact we can dagger act the third. So not particularly worried for this round, but you never know how things will go. Let's use Unclad and multicast Aratha.
Looks like you could use another blade.
Combat School to our favorite desert assassin.
You are no match for me.
And end our turn. Maybe finish this one. So let's do Silent Death. Let's see here. Intense 4 and 5, that's 9. We won't get to kill this one. But they will both be forced to heal. Maybe we can finish here with this homunculus. Silent Death, a thumb. We saw the trick many times. And we get to add the Ifrit skull to our deck. And the bomb. Sanctum. Your defense gets +8. Imbue fire synergy amplify -5 if you have less than 50% hit points. Action gets healing 5. I'm not particularly interested in any of these at this moment. Let's just this, however, I can benefit from. Okay, and let's continue. It's the Infernal Dragon, and I will be switching to the Cockatrice Claw as my accessory. I didn't have any equipped. Let's play Uncloud, multicast the Book of Shadows. Let's get this, for example. And what's important here is that not that we get to bewitch these two, but we got this astral damage of 18 plus 18. And now this chant deals 16 to 32 damage. We can also use the thumb first on the dragon, and then use a chant for an additional astral bonus, but I will use it to draw cards actually. Let's okay, at this point I will actually switch to my bombs, and I will remove not like this, like this. I will remove everything from my deck because I want to make sure that I will get the silver bomb and the quicksilver bomb and the fire bomb and the poison bomb and an elixir of adrenaline. That would be my only trinkets. And it doesn't matter now which cards I will add. If somehow the dragon survives, we can always okay. That was it. And continue. That was it, folks. Another princess saved, and we got plenty of new tokens to unlock our next race, which will be new. and actually this time with 154 toolkits. Not only we get to unlock the myth, but also we get to unlock the Death Knight. And we are quite close to completing all the races, and also we still have 5 more classes. I hope you enjoyed this video and see that the proper combination can work miracles, while the not so proper combination can make your life hard, but things are still doable. Like the Ifrit enemies gave us hard time, but in the end we were able to complete the run, while the Ifrit Witch was a much more powerful combination to work with, and we easily finished up this run. I hope you enjoyed this video. See you next time.